Our next reader is, Jaineba Chang. She is a recent graduate of Binghamton University's Creative Writing Program. She has been published in literary journals such as The Caribbean Writer and Edison Literary Review. She has written in various genres, everything from prose poetry to a novel manuscript. She was born in Brooklyn, New York, but raised in Jamaica. Her poetry has elements of Jamaican dialect, so don't be afraid to be confused if you hear it. Let's welcome Jaineba Chang.
Called The Things That She Can't See. She can't see all the stale, dead hair in the corners of her room. The spiders are building cobwebs out of them, and the mosquitoes are getting caught. What a shame, everyone says, her first grandchild and she can't see him. Why see the wrinkled flesh of the baby, drool and vomit on his bed? No judgment, she can't anyway. So she feels the smooth folds of his plump body and hears his laugh. Tiny hands feeling the grooves of his face. Babies are as blind as anyone, blind to blindness. She can't see the white dog jumping on her lap, the red dirt staining his feet and his snout. Hey, she calls, is the bathroom clean? I tried my best to clean it. I look around, a little lime scale on the pipes, a little fuzz on the sink. It's fine, Mom, I say. When she leaves, I clean it over. She actually missed a lot. Globs of toothpaste stuck in the sink, the soggy smashed pieces of soap in the bottom of the tub, a dirty mirror, no need for it anyway. The mold on the bread, the blood in the eggs. The things she can't see are the things I don't want to see, though I want to see the darkness and hear the noise, really hear the noise, wrap into it. The yellow spots on the wall, no one knows quite what they are, so we are blind to them. We don't tell her, or she'll want a description of where and the shape. What color are the parrots? Oh, pretty girl, what a pretty girl, what color? Green with yellow heads, little red in the wings. Wow, they sound beautiful. I like birds. She spends hours by the rusting cage, the parrot licking her finger with its leathery tongue. She laughs. Your tongue is so soft. What a soft tongue, pretty girl. Soft tongue, pretty. Soft? Soft. Yeah, a black tongue. Beautiful. I'm sorry, I love my mother. It's making me cry. My poems get really short after this. Very condensed. I guess this one's very, very, very short. Slouching Rose. Having no company under the shade of a tin roof. The sun wants to tongue its red lips, but it sways bashfully, finding comfort in the wind. That short. Very short. Very short. This one is very, 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 very fresh. It's called I Share My Mother's Throat. I share my mother's throat in the way she complains. My father hates it. In his walk, I can tell. When he feeds the chickens their own shells that help the rooster crow every hour, he can time his fists and his short teeth. He can prepare his deep throat to match my mother's sound. He tells her how she's ungrateful. He was one who called for her when she had no eyes, sitting on her high bed, wrapped in a sarong, dyed by the hands of small bally children, blue and purples low to her ankles, her voice sour, I taste bile. Her words cutting past skin, my father walks away, downstairs his hateful shuffle. I'm sorry. I'll do a longer one. On this train. There's a woman on this train who looks like your mother, and she's reading mail, probably a lot of bills, that she has to worry about now that her son, who used to be alive and used to work at a paint store, isn't around anymore. Every time she looks at walls that fill New York is filled with walls, colored in red and eggshells and chartreuse, she sees a white envelope addressed to herself. She'll guess at the numbers they want to take from her. She'll look at it, hearing the envelope crinkle like static. The zeros are the same shape as his eyes, and the sevens are long and sharp like the scar across his cheek. She'll laugh and remember how he said the colors were fake and made up, how he'd mix shit together to make custom colors and they'd double the price on the color red salami meat. The intellectualites, socialites, and parasites of New York come together touching beards and peach fuzz, saying this color is reminiscent of old New York, of black Jewish coats and hot air from a passing train. When the train pulls into Coney Island, she fits her hands into loose gloves, pushes her bill into her purse, the leather peeling, still looking at the inside of the train, and she'll know it's Periwinkle. Her son, the painter, and his made-up colors, his face becomes every other son's.
Take another one.
I'm trying to soldier this one out. Okay. Let's see. I wrote this one. I had a very strange dream about a man cheating on his wife. I don't know this man. He appeared in my dream. I have no idea who he is. So I ended up writing a very strange poem about it. Passing away was very hard on my shoulder, and I wondered if her mouth would stain my shirt, if my wife would see the stain of her tongue on my navel. Would it ever matter amongst the sea of Legos used to build dream houses on my carpet? Designs from the hands of my warm creations that have my eyes predisposed to crack sunflower seeds, to reach high into clouds, wetting their fingers into dirty water. They're very short. They're so short. They're so short. This one. The people I knew spit cherry seeds, heavy little blood clots into the dirt, and knew that was enough water to produce life. The father I knew suffered from headaches I'd hope would burst his Y-shaped vein. The mother I wanted prodded around in darkness to feel for the edges of the wall, her nail digging into my clavicle so she could walk. When I knew myself, I sat on the dirt counting the ants carrying away the cherry seeds. One by one, I'd spit on them. This one is, I guess it's somewhat of a love poem. The poet is going to read a love poem. Be prepared. It might get corny. My little one, stand still. Let the sun wink into your forehead, melting the honey of your palms. Tie the clovers of your hair into the spine of your back, become rooted into yourself. My little one, whose face reminds me of eggplant, sit under your mushroom and count the hairs on a blade of grass. Lay your sticky palms flat, await the hummingbird to bless you with its needle tongue. It will hover in glimmering scales, count the scales, sort them color for color, before it flies backwards away from you. Okay, so here comes the Jamaican dialect poem. It's called Miss. Tell me something, Miss Blood Clot, Bumblehole Blood Clot, whatever you want name. How you fi never touch the glass and it broke? Who touch it? Me? No, it's you. You's a real stupid pussyclot, rasclot, fucking idiot. Remember me tell you that. When I went to school the next day, the religious education teacher with a shining forehead like a greased pan asked us what our pet names were at home. It was my turn to tell. I stood up and fixed the folded hem of my skirt, blew out a wind. My pet name at home is long, Miss Greasepan. Miss Bloodclot, Bumbleclot, Pussyclot, Rossclot, fucking Bumblehole. I told the teacher it was the first time I ever told anyone what Daddy calls me at home. I guess I'll just end it off. Again, very short. Close the sun. Close the sun, please God, close it. Shut my Venetian blinds so I can sit in my darkness and think of my mother's long fingers and of green things painted in far places. Let me sit here in one place, stop tapping my foot and shoving eggs down my throat. When I choke, the yellow burbles up. A pig comes to mind, in a trough, swallowing blossoms immensely. Now I am so steady, I can feel my bones stretching my skin. I hope one more. I'll just do this one. It's called Ugly Now. My mother braided the rest of what she knew into my hair. A pearl of glue stuck under her nails. She put the rest of her sided love and seen kindness into the strands, kinky, hard to manage. My mother made fish filled with onions, added sugar instead of salt. She burnt the rice and we ate it crispy. She became a woman who didn't know what her children grew to be. Like a mouse, silent and hiding, hands that didn't belong to her, slipping eels into crowd pockets. She became an addition to her sheet set, an added throw pillow, flattened for trash. She had grown long nails to keep us away from the insides of her chest, dark glasses to hide the eyes that had casted sight elsewhere. Me ugly no, she says. Running her nails over my neck, she listens to my breathing, gripping tighter.